good afternoon. It's afternoon, it's Saturday, so this is just a little tester, or a little taster, you might say, for what we're going to do tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So just to recap on something we've done over the last few weeks, and Pam's standing there saying this project's never over until it's over, and she's quite right. Over the last few weeks, what we've been doing is we've been making angled joints for things like trays and boxes. So you may have seen some over the last couple of weeks. So just a recap for what we've done is, this is where we started. We developed a jig that had angled stops and a support in the centre. Now this is set up on my A10, and what we did is we started by building a few boxes or a few trays, and we've done these for 5, 10, 15 degrees. Okay, so this is where we went first, and then we decided it doesn't look much, it's just a little tray. So we thought, why don't we put handles on it? So then I decided that we'd have a little play with handles, and we've come up with, this is the first version of what those handles look like. Okay, so we made a little jig and we built the handles, and from there things just basically took off. We inverted that little handle, and this is version 2 of the one with the handles, and as you can see we've changed the timbers as well, but we've come up with quite a nice little tray. So that was version 2. And then somebody suggested, why don't you put it down the middle?
So in fact it was Jimmy Carroll.
Well, Jimmy Carroll, yeah.
That's right.
He suggested
we'll give him credit where it's due. Yeah.
Now this is basically very similar to the shaker style trays that they use. Now you could use it for all sorts of bits and pieces and do various things with it. Quite a handy little tray. It's got dovetails in here. We've used A10 dovetails on the side and all that sort of stuff. And then I come up with the idea that it's not quite finished. We had to do something else with it, because Pamela said to me, that would be a nice little sewing tray.
Because you actually suggested this little caddy when you built my sewing table.
When we did the sewing table and the apothecary chest, they were the two of the projects that we did earlier, and we decided, well, hey, let's make some trays and things like that, and this is what we've ended up with. So a little tray like this, and so we've got a little platform in the bottom of it. It's got dovetails. It's done with the A10, and as you can see, we've got 3 little boxes. Now, how do you get those little boxes to work properly? As you can see, this one here is a little lower, basically so that we can get our fingers in underneath here.
Because this is like an aftermarket fit.
You might say it's an aftermarket fit. So we've got a little tray with a little top on it, a little handle on it. So there's a bit of turning involved, but basically they are little boxes. Now, the thing about these little boxes is, let me take them out. This is the rub. We have a compound angle here in this corner. We have a straight 5-degree angle on that corner. We have a straight 5-degree shape on that side of the box. So how do we make a little square box fit those different angles? And this is what we've come up with. Now the little box is square. Okay, so it's exactly the same measurement around here. This is a compound angle. This is a straight, if you look at it, it's just a straight 5-degree angle.
Yep.
When we turn it around this side, again, we've got a 5-degree angle. So that's tilted out that way, which means that this is tilted out that way, and it's a compound angle. But this one in the corner over in here is just a normal 90-degree angle that you would have in a normal jewelry box. The idea of having that like that is so that when you fit it in there, it leans up against this edge, that edge, it's straight against the handle and it's straight here, so that when we put this one in, it has just a 5-degree angle here and a 5-degree angle there. Again, 90 degrees on both back ones, so that will fit in like that. And this one is the reverse of that one because the compound angle is on the other end. So that compound angle here, 5-degree angle there, 5-degree angle there, 90-degree angle there, and that fits in like so.
So when I look
So
at that,
that's
I see that we have the 5 degrees are on opposing corners, and then the compound angle complements the straight vertical angle there. So that's a sort of like a bit of a geometrical way of making sense of all those angles.
Yep. And so therefore we end up with a nice little tray that has little boxes in it.
Very cute.
Now, if you wish to see how I made that, you'll need to log on tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and I will go through the processes of actually building, and I've cut all the material for it. This is my second tray, and I will be building the material or the corners for another set in this little box. So, like I say, it's never over till it's over. So stay tuned, folks, because hopefully this is the last one for the year. It might take 2 or 3 shows to actually get it finished.
This will take us up to the holidays.
Complexities of the whole thing. But anyway, we'll give it a go, and we'll see how it turns out tomorrow. So stay tuned, folks, and I will, well, actually tune in tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and we'll see how we go. So have a good rest of the day, folks, and that's just something for your juices to stew on for a little bit.